Or on TikTok, the way go wine, the way go tick, the way go top, bop. Yeah, so another video, man. Here we go again, innit? You know. I'm gonna do one, yeah. About the last time, well, the last time I got sent to jail was for domestic, innit? Like, I had a fight with my ex, innit? I went to jail for it. But I'll talk about that in another video, innit? People are like asking, innit, what I was in jail for. Like, I've been going in and out of jail since I was 15 years old, innit? You get me? Like, I've been on jobs since then, innit? I've been on jobs since I was like 10 years old, man. To be honest with you. Beating people up, stealing out of shops, robbing shops.
Tell me what you need, I provide everything, baby, you don't know what you're missing.
I'll catch you back like condom burglary used to be lit back in the day, man, but it ain't so good now, man. You look at stuff wrong and from someone's house, man. Take all their stuff that they've worked hard for and all that, do you know what I mean? It's wrong, I don't do it no more. Matter of fact, I don't do no crime no more, at all. I dropped out, man, I retired. I'm on my knees with a white flag, bro. But about 3 years ago, I was living in Hastings, innit? And I was staying at Bandos, innit? Crack houses and that. And I was bouncing with a boy called Tom Hyatt. Shout out to Tom, man. Like, he knows what I'm on, innit? He knows that I'm on a job like that, innit? And he'll tell you, there ain't no one that makes music like I do, innit? Like, I was making money with him, bro. Like, I showed him what's good, innit? Do you get me? But, the crime that I actually went to jail for, it's all over Google, innit? If you type my name in, you find it on Google. But, I got done for a theft, innit? An aggravated vehicle taking. So, what the story is around it, yeah? Is that, my intention was to rob a shop, innit? Yeah, and I had a strap on my hip, innit? My intention was to go in there, put the gun in the man's face, make the man empty the cash register and give me the money and I bounce out, innit? That was the intention, yeah? But listen to how it unfolded. I just got the phone to my sister and I was like, fuck this. I've gone in there now, yeah? I'm standing at the counter, yeah? And I said, oi, packy balls, get behind the fucking counter now and give me all the money out the till, innit? I want all the fucking money, yeah? And I'm just about to pull this thing out, this bit of metal, and slap him upside the head with it, innit? To make sure he gives me the things, innit? But his wife and his kids, yeah, two little kids that come out the aisle, innit? Just as I'm about to pull this thing out and bash him with it. And I looked at the kids and his wife, yeah? But I needed money, innit? And I wasn't leaving that shop without it. Fact, yeah? And I thought, I can't do this to their father and her husband, like, I couldn't do it in my heart, I couldn't bring myself to do it, innit? So I snatched a tin off the side, a charity tin. The next day, my messages going bonkers, mate. Ping, 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 ping. You're all over Facebook. What the guy's done, yeah, is that he's took screenshots of the CCTV and put me all over Facebook. It went all up Kent, all up London, all up Sussex. It was fucking everywhere, you know? And you know what? It was bad, innit? It's the worst thing I think I've ever done in my life. Because the story that was attached to it, it broke my heart. It broke a lot of people's hearts, man. It was bad and I regret that fully, you know, and I took beatings for it as well. When I went to jail for it, yeah, I stayed in that cell the whole fucking sentence. The whole 8 months that I'd done in there, I stayed in the fucking cell because I deserved to, because of what I'd done with that tin. But anyway, you must think now, yeah, like, I'm all over Facebook, the whole town are all commenting, like 60k comments, 50k shares, whatever. Everyone's commenting, I'm gonna kill this cunt, like, the whole town was on job for me, innit? The whole of Hastings town was on job for me. They wanted me dead, they wanted to kill me. I'm still rolling around the town, do you get me, yeah? And everyone's saying to me, all the bandos that I'm like, God, Lee, you need to skip ends, bruv. You need to go to a different area and all this. I'm like, nah, fuck that, man. Like, I've got the girl that I'm staying with, yeah, she's putting all gloves and fucking earrings and fucking all hats on me to disguise me and shit like that. And I didn't know what to do, innit? Like, my friend Charlotte, yeah, shout out to Charlotte. She phoned me, she's like, what, do you want to go to Ireland? And I'm like, yeah, let's just bounce, innit, let's go. But anyway, the next day, yeah, I had a Vauxhall Insignia, innit, a 20 plate, yeah. And like, I wanted to go and get some more shots, right? And it's the aggravated vehicle taking part, innit? Shout out to Hastings Police, man. I think I scared them that day, you know. Like, when I was driving past them, and I'll explain it, but they looked scared, bruv. Like, because I was on it. I didn't give a fuck. So me and Debbie, we jumped in the car, yeah, to go and get some shots off of a man, yeah. So, we jumped in the car now, right, and I've drove down to Blackman's Avenue, yeah, coming from Quebec Road, yeah. Got to Blackman's Avenue, the junction, and I've seen a police car driving down there, yeah. So I followed the police car, yeah. But as I'm driving, I'm doing the speed limit, yeah. I ain't fucking about or nothing. I'm driving normally, innit. But the Fed car done a U-E, innit, and spun round, and then spun round again to get behind me, innit. And from that movement, yeah, I knew that they was onto me, innit. And I said to Debbie, I said, we're gonna get chased, you know. Like, I ain't stopping neither, man. I still had a shot in the fucking glove compartment that I wanted to lick before I got nicked, innit. Yeah. So, if you're from Hastings, you'll know these things. But I'm driving up Gilsman's Hill, yeah. It's like a massive incline hill like that. I'm driving up there, yeah, and the police are behind me, innit. And I had the chance, innit, to like dart up one road, yeah. And like drive on a driveway, innit, and get out of sight, but I didn't do it. I went straight up, and there's traffic lights at the top, innit, yeah. The traffic lights are red now, yeah, and I'm behind about 7 cars, 8 cars. I've looked in the rear view mirror behind me, yeah. The police door, the police car door is open. The Fed ain't in the car, innit. So he's obviously running towards the car that we're in, yeah. And then I've seen this guy, PC Fox his name is, yeah. Don't ever get chased by this guy, don't give up, right? He's come running towards me now, yeah, and he's pulled his baton out, innit, to go and smack up the window, innit. I've gone on the pathway, bruv. I've drove on a pathway, yeah, and got to the end of the pathway, but he's put his plain car, BMW, over the pathway, innit, because he's obviously anticipated that move, innit. So I've just blown right into the car and smashed the car right round like that, all my bumpers hanging off. And I was blowing, I've done a little left, and then I blew a little right, and I'm blowing down the road, innit? And I've done another left, and I've gone past another police car, and he's looking at me like they look scared, man. But you know what? I could have killed someone that day. It ain't even a joke, I could have killed someone. Because I blew over a junction, innit? Yeah? That you meant to stop at. Do you get me? And I'm doing like 78 miles an hour, man. I just blew over the fucking, I didn't even bother stopping. Imagine if a car come and I just smashed into the car, I could have killed someone. I couldn't live with that on my fucking conscience, man. That would kill me. That would really, really, really affect me, man. But I wasn't stopping, innit? Like, I knew that as soon as I was in cuffs, yeah, I was going pen, innit? I was going jail, and I just weren't ready to go yet. Do you get me? I never had no parcel. I never had no phone, no Zamco, nothing like that. I was going in jail naked, bro. I just thought, fuck that, man. Let me get my shit together. I'll hand myself in, innit? But anyway, I've pulled the car up now, yeah. Jumped out the car. Debbie's jumped out the car, and she's like, when I'm blowing down the road, she's like, Lee, stop this! She's thinking she's gonna die in that, but I'm a driver, bruv. Are you mad? I got away in it, obviously, but I'm walking up this alleyway now, yeah. And I'm thinking, fuck, man, that was lucky. And then this PC Fox, remember the guy that tried to pull the button out, smash the windows in? He's come running down the hill, you know, and I'm like, nah, you don't give up, bruv. So I've started blowing, running up the alleyway and that, yeah, jumping over fences and that, but my physical health was fucked, innit? I made about 5 fences in a garden hut and then just laid on the floor and give up. The whole of Hastings Police, yeah, all the units that were dispersed, yeah, that was patrolling, was all looking for me, man, because you think about it, I'm all over the Facebook the whole time wanting to fucking kill me. They need to protect me, to get me, because like people was looking to take my fucking life. And not only that, I'm blowing around in fucking, in 20 plate fucking insignias at like fucking triple the speed limit. Do you get me? Like I'm high off my face on cocaine. Like they had to catch me, innit? To protect myself and to protect the public, innit? So that's the story. I went to jail, got remanded, put in Lewis, and I tried to ask the judge, innit, for a suspended sentence, but he weren't having none of it, man. He was like, no, this is madness what you've done. That's what he described it, innit? Guys, this is madness. And he gave me a 14-month sentence, innit, 37. I went to Rochester. I was in there with all the man them from Sussex, innit? I got put on a Sussex wing. But I stayed in my cell. The whole fucking sentence. I didn't come out associated with people. I was ashamed of what I'd done with the tin and that, you know? I deserved to stay in that fucking cell and rot and all, you know? If anyone who knows Lloyd knows, yeah, I asked him, and it was my next door. I read that sentence and I took that like a fucking man, you know, and I suffered the best way that I could for what I'd done. Do you get me?